First up, the East. The athletic trainer from the Detroit Pistons is Mike Abdenauer. The assistant coaches from the Washington Wizards are Phil Hubbard, Michael Corey, and Wes Unseld Jr. Selected to his 8th All-Star game but not playing due to injury from the New Jersey Nets, guard Jason Kidd. And the head coach of the East from the Washington Wizards, Eddie Jordan. Now it's time to meet and greet the Ballers, representing the East. A 2-time All-Star at guard from the Detroit Pistons, Chauncey Billups. Playing in his 2nd All-Star game from Detroit, Piston guard Richard Rip Hamilton. Playing in his 1st All-Star game from the Washington Wizards, forward Caron Butler. Making his 8th All-Star game appearance from the New Jersey Nets, forward Vince Carter. Named to his 1st All-Star game from the Atlanta Hawks, guard Joe Johnson. Making his 6th All-Star appearance, Indiana Pacer forward Jermaine O'Neal. And a first-time All-Star from the Orlando Magic, center Dwight Howard. Now to the Vegas stage, the starters coming out of the East to play. In his 3rd All-Star game from the Miami, bringing the elite heat, the East guard you want to see, Dwyane Wade. The guard in his 3rd All-Star game from Washington, Agent Zero, Wizard shooting hero, Gilbert Arenas. Leading vote getter, 3-time All-Star, and the reigning All-Star Game MVP. The world knows the name of Cleveland Cavalier, LeBron James. The forward, making his 2nd All-Star appearance from Toronto, the big Chris Bosh. And selected in his 14th All-Star game from the Miami Heat, the diesel-powered center, none bigger than the deal, Shaquille O'Neal. Ladies and gentlemen, your Eastern Conference All-Stars.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drive a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. This is Leon James. I feel good. I knew that I would now. Whoa, I feel good. I knew that I would now. So good, so good. I got you. So good, so good. I got you. Shane, darling, darkest Shane, thank you for all the joy and pain. And though we go on our separate ways, still the memory stays for always. My heart says, darkest Shane, I'll be the same. Darkest Shane.
Now let's meet the Western Conference All-Stars. The athletic trainer from the New Orleans, Oklahoma City Hornets, Terry Koffler. The assistant coaches from the Phoenix Suns are Alvin Gentry, Mark Ivoroni, and Phil Weber. Eight-time All-Star, not playing due to injury. From the Denver Nuggets guard, Allen Iverson. Voted as a starter, but not playing due to injury. Five-time All-Star and center for the Houston Rockets, Yao Ming. Not playing due to injury. A five-time All-Star from the Phoenix Suns, guard Steve Nash. And in his first All-Star appearance, but also not playing due to injury, from the Utah Jazz, forward Carlos Boozer. And the head coach for the West from the Phoenix Suns, Mike D'Antoni. And now, the Ballers who represent the West, appearing in the second time as an NBA All-Star, San Antonio Spurs guard Tony Parker. Making his seventh All-Star appearance from the Seattle Supersonics guard, Ray Allen. Making his first All-Star appearance from the Dallas Mavericks, forward Josh Howard. Four-time All-Star from the Phoenix Suns, forward Sean Marion. First-time All-Star from the Denver Nuggets, forward Carmelo Anthony. Making the second All-Star appearance from the Phoenix Suns, center Amari Stoudemire. First-time All-Star from the Utah Jazz, center Mehmet Okur. Heading to the Vegas stage. This is the best for the West. The nine-time All-Star guard from Los Angeles Lakers, the record breaker, Kobe Bryant. Making his seventh appearance from the Houston Rockets, it's the return of the Mac, guard Tracy McGrady. In his sixth All-Star game, C from the Dallas Mavericks, the 7-foot shooting star at work, Dirk Nowitzki. Nine-time All-Star forward from the San Antonio Spurs. Make some big noise again for the big man, Tim Duncan. And appearing in his 10th All-Star game from the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tonight, the big ticket is on the set. Forward star, Kevin Garnett. Ladies and gentlemen, your Western Conference All-Stars.
Light city, gonna set my soul on fire. I got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn, so get those stakes up higher. There's 1,000 pretty women waiting out there. They're all living a devil may care. I'm just a devil with a love of this share. So viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas, viva Viva! Viva Las Vegas! Yeah!
One more round of applause for Wayne Newton, the world-famous Follies, Berserk, Showgirls, and your 2007 NBA All-Stars. At this time, we ask that you please rise for the singing of the national anthems of Canada and the United States. Performing O Canada, please welcome the lead singer of O, from Sodexo, Roxanne Portva.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true we stand on God for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on God for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on God for thee.
Roxanne Porte from Cirque du Soleil. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we present the flags of nations, represented by 7 international players participating in the 2007 NBA All-Star Weekend. In honor of American Armed Forces, please remain standing for the presentation of colors by members of the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. And here to honor the United States of America with the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome Las Vegas 9-time Entertainer of the Year, the man of many voices, Danny Gans.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Gans. Thank you.
When you walk.
Now look along the strip in Las Vegas on a very comfortable 64-degree night. As we close in on game time, let's check out the McDonald's starting lineups. First for the Eastern Conference, Gilbert Arenas of the Wizards, averaging just under 29 points a game. He'll be teaming in the backcourt with Dwayne Wade of Miami. Dwayne having his best season statistically. And up front, LeBron James of the Cavaliers, MVP of last year's All-Star game. Chris Bosh of Toronto making his first All-Star start. And Shaquille O'Neal of the Heat, although going through an injury-hit season, will appear in his 14th consecutive All-Star game. In the West, a look at the starters at the guards. Kobe Bryant averaging just under 29, along with 6 assists, 6 rebounds. Tracy McGrady of the Rockets, 2-time NBA scoring champion. On the front line, it's Kevin Garnett of Minnesota, once again leading the NBA in rebounding. Tim Duncan of San Antonio having another superb season. And Dirk Nowitzki of the Dallas Mavericks, early line favorite for MVP honors on a Maverick team that has the league's best record. And right here, let's throw it back over to Mason on the public address for All-Star Weekend. Mason.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to center court and welcome three-time NBA All-Star and the 2006 All-Star Game MVP, LeBron James.
On behalf of the Eastern All-Stars and the Western All-Stars, we'd like to thank everybody coming out to the 56th Annual NBA All-Star Game. And we'd like to send a special thanks to all you fans in here, because without you guys, this game definitely wouldn't be possible. So you guys strap your seatbelts and enjoy the ride.
LeBron James, the top vote getter for this year's All-Stars. 2.5 million votes garnered by the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James. The officials tonight, and all three guys working their first All-Star game. Mike Callahan, along with Sean Corbin and Monty McCutcheon. The East has won 35. The West has won 20. The East has won the last two. Last year in Houston, the East victorious, 122-120, with LeBron taking MVP honors. Doug, you have coached the All-Star game. What are you saying to your guys during the course of these last couple of days?
Well, you know what? I think the tendency, Marv, when you start a game like this, these guys want to be so unselfish, and they want to make such spectacular plays. Sometimes the game can get a little sloppy early. So you say, you know what? Just make good passes, the simple pass early in the game, and as the game goes on, and let's try the degree of difficulty things. But you don't want the game to get sloppy.
The degree of difficulty. And usually we have found that it gets to be a real game at the start of the fourth quarter.
You're right, but Doug, there is so much degree of difficulty early on. I remember last year we had 3 or 4 lob passes that sailed into the stands early on. These guys are nervous, they're ready to go, and they want to wow everybody, but they tend to get a little out of character to start the game.
Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan on the opening tip. And it's volleyball by Shaq to LeBron. So James picked up by Garnett. And here's Arenas with the first shot of the night.
Well, that didn't take long. Arenas, we talked about it earlier, has really not played much in his first 2 All-Star appearances. He's really determined to get some shots up tonight. I think he proved that there.
There's the lob, off the mark, but recovered, and Garnett puts it down.
Garnett's having a sensational season. We don't get to see him that often in Minnesota, leading the league in rebounding, has kept him in playoff contention.
Tim Duncan talking to Shaquille O'Neal as he backs in. Here's Shaq. And it's kept alive. Bosch of the Raptors off the mark.
See, I would think Shaq would like the fact that in most All-Star games anyway, he's not going to get double
Kobe, that makes 2 of these, and when you won it in 2002, the magic number was 31 points. How does this one feel?
It feels good. You know, it just felt good to come here in Las Vegas and play. You know, we had a good time. It was a great weekend, and you know, hopefully we put on a pretty good show.
You turned Doug Collins into a prophet. He said before the game that he was your pick for MVP before you guys even tipped it off, and said he had a conversation with you.
Yeah, he told me about his pick, and I just wanted to come out and play hard and have a good showing.
First time ever in Las Vegas. What's your initial impression of what we've seen here over the last few days?
It was great. Hopefully we can come back.
That is Kobe Bryant. He's your All-Star Game MVP. Nice going.
All right, thanks, Ernie. Kobe had 31 when he won MVP honors in Philadelphia several years back, but tonight receiving a much more favorable reception. We'll be right back. 153, the East 132. Kobe Bryant taking MVP honors. Coming up next on TNT on the East Coast, don't miss a 24-hour marathon of Law & Order. And on the West Coast, it's Rush Hour 2. So for David Aldridge, Craig Sager, Doug Collins, Steve Kerr, and our entire crew, I'm Marv Albert saying goodnight from Las Vegas. You're watching TNT, your home of the 2007 NBA playoffs and the Eastern Conference Finals.